Hey everyone, welcome for this Decade for Change episode. I wanted to check in with you and just share with you some of the things. I love reading personal development books. I'm a big believer in it. I didn't always like to be a reader. As a matter of fact, I kind of tried to avoid reading for many years. Just didn't like it. I just found it boring. But eventually got into it and have learned a lot of things. And when it comes to reading, there's a lot of great things out there, obviously, but it just fuels your mind and your brain and just empowers you. There's a lot of different things. And I'm talking beyond the nonfiction type of things. I'm talking about things that actually, help you better your life. Not to say that some nonfiction doesn't do that, because I like that too. But just to take it away from the drama and everything that is in our that the news and media tries to feed us. So I'm in the middle of three books right now, and one of them's called The Charge, and it's activating the 10 human drives that make you feel alive. And early on in this book, it's by Brendan Burchard, Burchard, if you're looking for it. Uh, it was just a really cool thing that, it was validating, I guess. When Terry and I were married, we didn't really do all this much. We didn't travel. We didn't do, we did activities and we did crafts and we did things together, but we didn't actually go around and travel. And one of the things that Brendan had recommended, which I think I've been doing for years, is like every 90 days, get away in some sort of way, or do something that's really fun. And I know it sounds like I'm babbling here, but for instance, like every 90 days, go on like a staycation. It doesn't have to be like this long, drawn out. I'm going to travel to Mexico or over to Europe or anything like that. Not that wouldn't be a bad thing, but sometimes people can't afford all of the expenses that go along with big trips like that. So it may not be an every 90-day thing for you, but the every 90 days is just kind of igniting and making things fun and making things new and fresh and exciting. That is always something to look forward to. We can always get so locked into comfortable and stressed and overworked and let life just spin us out of control. And by doing these every 90 days, doing a staycation of some sort, going to like a local museum or going to a local park. I think we've shared many of the things that Hillary and I have been doing over the past years, where we take advantage of just traveling an hour away. You could be in some really gorgeous area. Now, it may or may not be where you're at, but take a look around. Where can you go? What kind of staycation? It can even be going and actually just having a date night and going to a hotel that isn't at your house, but it's still in town, or a town or two away, or a bed and breakfast. That can be enough refreshing newness to put into and put a charge into your life. Maybe just doing a dining tour, like every 90 days, you just choosing a different restaurant that's around. You've kind of strategized and planned it for like a date night, or just, if you aren't married or don't have a significant other, just to explore a different place in and around town, or maybe in the local communities that are around there. Maybe getting together with different friends. Maybe you've got a group of 4 or 5 different couples that each one can host a different dinner, and maybe a theme night of some sort that you can all get together and do, or a game night of some sort. We've got shows and sporting events that happen all the time. Whether it's going to a concert or some sort of event in your town. Just kind of every 3 months doing something. Of course, I mentioned travel. travel's always a big thing, and I've got a bunch of travel pictures that are flashing on my screensaver back here. We look at those pictures all the time. I think for a lot of these things, it's the memories that you build, not necessarily working all the time and never having these memories to be able to make life charged and special. But travel. Maybe it is taking a vacation. Maybe it's going on a cruise. Maybe it's planning a trip to Disney. Whatever it is. Maybe it's just driving down across state to some other place that you'd never been to. Another way to do this is going to like some sort of networking event or fundraiser or local events to get out and meet new people. Those are always fun. Benefits, things like that. Or another thing could be just getting out every 90 days and taking on and learning a new skill, but whether it be learning a new craft or some sort of art, or maybe it's learning how to do a sport like taking up golfing or curling, getting out and honing your speaking skills. Speaking of that, that might be something that I need to do. Speaking skills or cooking or crafts, whatever it is. I think this is brilliant recommendations out of this book. The whole book is not about that. It's one short page on it. But I thought worthy of coming on and noting for that to just put a charge into your life, as you're going through your own change and transformation and constantly putting a surge into your life. Why not, mix it up every 90 days, doing something fun and really putting a charge in your life. Thanks for joining me today. Have yourself a great one.